Hello, hello, hello again. You have to excuse me, I'm trying to put up a lot more videos to stay connected with people, talking about things that, people want to get my opinion on. But man, I got to stick with the iPhone. But I'm listening to the footage from those others telephones. Man, that footage is horrible. You can barely hear what I'm saying. My voice is going in and out. Whew. Boy, I tell you, I'm gonna make a couple of videos too, because I actually shot an event with a couple of phones. That's how you get a lot of good beat footage and stuff, but the audio is all out of sync and everything, so I'm gonna put up a couple of good videos just for my camera guys out there. Some things I found to fix the out of sync issues in Adobe Premiere. And even if you're just watching videos, you got them home videos, or even a movie you got from someone else that you copied illegally, bootlegs or something like that, but they're not playing right, how to make them play correctly. We'll talk about that. But this one, I want to get back on a little bit more accurately, talking about the Tommy Sotomayor guy. I'm taking a ride. It's interesting because this is where I'm usually walking to the gym at night, and I'll be doing it again tonight. But for right now, I want to center on because, of course, I went off on a lot of different tangents because I was walking, and, every time I see something, passing by, different cops who probably saw me looking in their eyes is, what was that, a 1080, suspicious person, walking around at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to start off like this. I'm going to go over just a little bit what I talked about before, because I don't want you to have to, unless you just feel like, listen to that 2-hour rant of mine. Just to give a little backdrop, I'm mainly going to talk about Tommy Sotomayor on this one. A lot of black women were coming up to me about this guy, because I never really cared. I mainly only go to a lot of the nerdy stuff. On the internet. Whatever your vibration is, that's what you're connected to. For me, it's always going to be about different languages, science, dealing with astronomy, biochemistry, genetics. And, when I get into the black consciousness, the history of black people on the planet, presently and in the future, those are things that concern me. Making money online primarily, helping people to get off of their just over broke job and start a new business. That's where my love is, and health, of course. Getting in shape and living, pain free without all of these different ailments. But it's a lot of women that started asking me, what do you think about this dude Tommy? He just hate black women, blah 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 blah. Now, even still, it wasn't enough for me to go look him up, because the thing that was interesting to me was something that I saw, quoted, said from him is, if you hate me so much, why you always on my channel? And, I just kept getting flooded with people. Man, you gonna talk about this, talk about this? I just didn't care. And then I happened to, this is around the time where I think the sister sent me a video. And I didn't watch it because the caption had something about some hairy-hatted hooligans and some Madden Kings. And I thought that was funny, because we do have a problem in the black community with our self-awareness and self-appearance, how we see ourselves, self-actualization, and buying other people's hair. Be it from a horse, be it synthetically made, or from another black person in India who we have no connection to. I do have a problem with that, especially when our women want to be seen as queens and to be respected. We totally undermine, and I say we because black males are doing it too, I'll get on that. We totally undermine what it is we're trying to achieve by the way we allow ourselves to be presented and represented. Can't be taken seriously wearing somebody else's hair. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Also, the Madden Kings, I thought that was funny because that's a problem I have with the black males. Pants sagging, tatted up, because I call them pants sagging Negroes myself. Tatted up, playing video games all the day. Why do I say that? Too many black women kept coming to me about problems they're having with their black males, not men, sitting in the house, not helping out with the chores, not helping out with the bills. But they drop her off to work in her ride, go pick up other chicks, bring them to the woman's house, bone her up in the house, get her impregnated. Now both of them are pregnant. He riding around in her car, it's smelling like weed because he's picking up all his partners. They smoking weed all day. Oops, sorry about that. And all right, I had to set that back up. I'm gonna just continue where I left off before I was so brutally interrupted. But they complain about the males that they're with, not black men, who will use their vehicle to drop them off at work. They use their vehicle, go pick up all their friends, have a weed smoking party. They might run a train on a couple of gals, some tricks at that female's house, and then they have a Madden tournament playing video games and stuff. So I'm in agreement with the caricature of hair-hatted hooligans and the caricature of Madden Kings. The problem comes into play because this particular male, Tommy Sotomayor, aka whatever his name is, Tommy Harris or something like that, he's obviously, I'm gonna get into that. Let me go into the backdrop, how I interacted with this person. Not interacted personally, but with his videos. People kept sending me the videos. I wouldn't watch them because I didn't, I have no need to watch hair-hatted hooligans and Madden Kings. That's not where my vibration is. Now, I've seen a lot of fight videos. You know what I'm saying? I happened to sit down with where somebody was watching them, and I was like, wow, this is gross. You know what I'm saying? You see a couple of tetas popping out of shirts and everything. You know, it's silly. It looks very degrading and ridiculous, which is why people gravitate to it. And I said, I'll go ahead and check it out. And I happened to be watching during a time when he was acting sort of conscious a little bit. Conscious meaning he was starting some Fatherless America initiative or something like that, doing a documentary on black fatherhood. And I'm like, cool. You know, he ain't that, couldn't be that bad. During this time, he was talking, he was bigging up a lot of black women on a lot of videos that I saw. Now, of course, I see a theme now. Whenever he gets caught up, I'm fast forwarding a little bit just to get to the meat of all of this. Whenever he gets caught up in a controversial situation, he'll flip-flop according to his needs. Just keeping it real, when you put yourself out there like that, we all have the ability to be able to give our opinion. Same thing with me, you know what I'm saying? You go, you ain't got no views or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Once you put yourself out there, you're out there for the scrutiny of the public. You're in the eye, you know what I'm saying? And I did notice that. All of that black power stuff he was talking about, which is black power. When you're talking about doing a documentary, no matter how much we say, I'm just human and all that type of stuff, when you start talking about problems in the black community and you basically want to big up all the real dads out there, that means you understand that there really are a lot of very good black men taking care of their business as fathers, and also you want to push a certain agenda, which is a good and noble agenda, to present the idea of the mastership of fatherhood to the uninitiated, to try to show them, i.e. deadbeat dads, that this is where you need to be. This is the level you need to be on. This is the example that you should be learning from. I'm with that. So he got me there. I was like, oh, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Now, he's obviously a disgruntled Negro who's had some problems with black women in the past, because I haven't seen all his videos at that point. But I saw enough, and I was like, okay, I see his stick, as they call it. I see the gimmick, and it is a gimmick, because obviously you have to weed through a lot of the good stories about things going on in the black neighborhood and the black communities, in order to find the craziness. Now, it's easy to say, well, I don't have to dig that deep. Actually, you do. It's just that you know you're not going to get any views. Let's be honest. People gravitate to the most negative. White people and black people here in the Matrix. I'm not talking about worldwide, because everybody's not indoctrinated like that yet. In this Matrix, if it doesn't bleed, it doesn't lead. Now, what does that mean? A lot of you already know about that. For those who don't know what that means in the media, in the industry, what's going to lead or be on the front page or in the news, the first thing that they talk about is got to be some blood and guts type of stuff. Somebody's dead, there's a bank robbery, there's a hostage situation, something like that is always going to lead. Not the little girl who graduated high school at 13 years old. Most of them are coming from the black community, if we be honest about it. Number one, from Africa. Number two, from the Caribbean. And if they are, a lot of them are in the UK because they're African. And these little children are graduating high school at 12 and 13. Now, those are the things in my book that should lead, but we know it doesn't. Now, does that happen a lot? Does that happen more than the killings? No. But there are more doing exceptional things, graduating at the same time as everybody else, the regular time, but with extremely high grades. That's happening more than all the killings. And that can be proven. See, when someone dies, just one person gets shot in the head. And then when you find out it's about a gambling, $5 bet or something silly, you know what I'm saying? That's going to lead over 100 children doing something exceptional. That's going to lead a lot. It's going to lead before a black man saving somebody from a fire. Even when that black male rescued the hostage white girl that was held in captivity for 5 years or whatever, if it was just him saving another black girl, you probably would have never heard about it. That's just being honest. It has to fit the storyboard for the mainstream, which is white America. That's who controls the media images. It has to satiate something inside of them. Now, once again, this ain't about the hate and all that type of stuff. Time to grow up from that. You can't give me that. Play the race card. Shut up. You don't even know what those terms came from. You're just another dirty, stupid puppet repeating things that you've heard. I'm a grown man talking, so shut up and listen. I say this to my white counterparts, my Arab counterparts, and I said that in the video, but I'm going to make it more succinct in this video because I'm driving, you know what I'm saying, and I can stay more on point. And I can feel it when I'm speaking. I can see people saying, oh, he's about to hate, and they're ready to click off the video. And of course, that's up to you. It's all about free will. But stop being played by the same dummity dum-dum. People still talk about Black Lives Matter as if you care about Black lives. Let's stop playing with this stupid stuff. If you fight so hard on Black lives, well, I just feel like Black lives. Now, it's just like the American Negro. When Umar Johnson says he wants to, and I'm going to get back on Tommy. When Umar said he wanted to build that school, Negroes all of a sudden, when you don't give a shit about where your money's going, when you paying McDonald's, Walmart for that hair, that $1 billion industry. Before I buy this hair to put on my head and have somebody sew it in and glue it in. Where are these dollars going, by the way? You ain't saying that. But the American Negro, the nigger chip comes on when they're putting money in a black person's hand for something that they know they're going outside the plantation. That chip comes on, and all of a sudden, these suckers become economists and shit. I like to, can I see the books? You know, show me the books. So show me where all the money's going. I like to just see, before I give another dollar, just show me where the money's going. Can you show me, where's your tax number? You know, don't even know what the fuck they talking about. Same thing. Now, I'm going to this Tommy thing. Okay, just like even the American European. On one end you got the nigga, on another end you got a cracker. And you got white folks and black folks in between them. You got Europeans and Africans on top of both of them. They, all of a sudden, don't give a shit about black people, but when a black person says, you know what, we need to celebrate ourselves, February, which used to be Black History Week, it became a month. I got a problem with that. Shut up. Number one, you're not going to be celebrating anyway. It doesn't change anything for you. You're not getting off work. You're not losing a day of work for that whole month, not even one day. But all of a sudden, they become political. The same white slaves, Slavics, who were baptized in the bullshit of Republican and Democrat, want to speak so eloquently about shit they don't understand. Now, man, I guess this one can't go up with the nice health videos and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go hard on you crackers and you niggas right now. And all of my fellow black men and women, Africans, my fellow European brothers and sisters, just sit back and relax. I'll get back to y'all. I gotta talk to these niggas and crackers right quick. Before I get in on this nigga, it will behoove all of us to look at the situation that keeps replicating these Negroes and these dumbass crackers. Because if I'm gonna make a video like this, I'm not gonna just jump in. Yeah, he's a coon, he's a fag. You know, he's obviously hate black women and all this type. I can sit up there and cut his ass up. But you talking to a grown ass man right here. Before I go in on him, I gotta go in on you first. Because check this out. There was a white boy, a cracker. And for me, for those who don't know, that cracker is a imbecile who doesn't get the designation of white, which doesn't exist, who doesn't get the designation of European. A cracker is aligned with the term nigga, even though both of them are come from white folks. The earliest I seen, it was a play on the word Quaker from Europeans, talking about other white folks on Devil's Island, which is what they call this country, where they sent the dregs of their jails and emptied them out over here in this country, before it was a country, a unified country. They opened up the jails and cesspools of Europe and washed over the people that were already here. Those are crackers. Ones that would do anything and everything to totally annihilate everything around them. Other white people, most definitely people who are not white, and they would do so with the arrogance and buffoonery and lack of knowledge to be able to understand what the hell they doing or what the hell they talking about. Coming straight out of caves and just shaved up to look like a human. Now, I don't just talk about them. Gotta talk about the nigga too. You're not a king or queen because there's a certain rites of passage. There's a process to go through. You just can't be born black and become a motherfucking king and queen, partners. Damn, I didn't want to go this hard on you, but I don't give a shit right now. I'm feeling good. You know, it's about to storm. I'm Pawi Kinawata. I'm Thunder's Dreams. I'm Mock Pest. I'm Thunder's Dreams, the one that's going to teach you the rules and regulations of how to live on this planet. So before I go in on this nigga, I got to go on all of y'all. We got crackers that killed Tamir Rice. Let me start off with them. A little boy. No record. Before y'all go to all these Negroes, it's dangerous and scary and all this type. A little boy playing, and as if little white boys don't play with pop guns. The little guns go pat, 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 pat. You put the little, red slip in it. It's got the little gunpowder in it. Pat, 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 pat. Pull right up on him and kill that young man. That little boy. I'm sorry. Because I'm not going to let y'all keep calling these little boys young men. He's a man. He became a man when that bullet hit him. Because just like little indigenous warriors here, Native Americans and Africans, once a little child has to get up and protect himself from being killed, he becomes a man immediately. That little girl who's getting raped, becomes a woman immediately. They no longer have the privilege and blessing of being a child ever again. And that's the fault of the adults. But why am I saying this? Where's all the damn trolling on the billboards, the house phones, the jobs of all these cops killing these black youth? And because you're talking to a holistic black man. This ain't the race card, race baiting game. I'm talking about anybody that kills black youth. So how come you not trolling the houses of these niggas, shooting up these neighborhoods, killing these little children? But you up at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning asking me what the fuck I think about a Tommy Sotomayor. So you ask me about him, I'm gonna tell you about all of you. You feel me? That's the problem I'm having. Is he a coon? Hell yeah, he's a coon. I just saw that accident video where he went in on that black woman and his true colors came out. If your ass didn't know, you knew. He showed you his true colors from the beginning. He don't like being black. He has a problem with black women. But if they like bright, damn near white, he'll let them pass. But he'll pay to smash a dark-skinned, big-booty black woman, but he doesn't want to marry one because he doesn't want to be one. I don't have time to put my fucking energy in no stupid shit like that. He ain't the goddamn president. He's not the cause of all the homelessness and joblessness in America. So if he's a buffoon, your punk ass is a bigger buffoon, partners. I'm talking to you black women, and I'm talking to you black men. Why you going hard on this sucker who's getting paid from YouTube views, and I don't give a fuck how many crackers, not white folks, crackers put money in his hands and say, yep, this nigga saying what we want him to say. I don't give a fuck that he had Bill Duke on. The more energy you give this motherfucker, the more power he has. I gotta go hard on all of you for that stupid shit. I don't give a fuck about him. Period. If that was your woman, if that was your sister, your daughter, girlfriend, I don't care, your neighbor that he went hard on after that car accident, you supposed to be paying his ass a visit. Period. I'm not telling you what to do, but he should feel a black presence, not on the fucking internet, because all y'all fucking fags to me. If we be real, see, I don't always talk about this shit. I'd rather talk about health, science, computer shit, editing. But you all fags in my book. You all punks and pussies, pink pearls, panties, perfume wearing motherfuckers playing on the goddamn internet because you ain't feeding the people. You not clothing the people. You playing on the goddamn phone. You playing on the goddamn tablet. You playing on the goddamn computer talking about what some fag said about black women. All you so-called black women going hard on his motherfucking ass. Shut down GCI, motherfuckers. And I'm gonna put this shit up. I usually, when I talk to people like this in person, usually, because people want to know my real view. That's why people want to know my real views on shit. And you probably can't see that by looking at a lot of my watered down shit. You know, it's pretty dry. I don't get that hyped up. Because if I get fucking hyped, this is on. You talking to somebody, I'm gonna do something. If I got homeless people around me, they ass gonna get fed. I'm gonna give them what they need. I'm gonna get 100 people together and we getting them up off the street, period. White, black, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. If you in a certain community, there should be nobody starving around you if your ass is eating, period. Especially if you a so-called Christian, a so-called Muslim, a so-called Hebrew Israelite. I don't give a fuck what religion that you say you coming from. All y'all books say it. It talks about how you're supposed to treat your neighbor. Now, your neighbor is usually your genetic people. But Dad, you can't even get that shit right. Tommy Sotomayor, who made up his own fucking name. I speak Spanish. I don't use the fake ass term Latin because I know the history of it. I know the word Hispanic just means Spanish speaking. So yeah, I'm Hispanic. I'm an Anglophone. Just to put a Francophone. That don't mean shit to me. I'm the original black man, period. And as the original black man here, we have to walk a certain way to show and prove how you're supposed to be a human on this planet, period. I see all little children on YouTube getting paid. Old ass children, young ass children. Playing, talking about makeup, whatever. He's no different. You know, if you a grown up, you know what he's doing. He getting paid from talking about you. And you fall right into the shit and you reciprocate with the same shit. He say something about black women. You say something about the ignorance and fagosity of him. And the more you go in, you show your own dumb ignorance. Now, I saw an elder. See, I'm cool with it for a second. There was an older black man, after seeing how he went in, how Tommy went in on the black woman in the car accident. It was an older brother. Y'all probably seen it with a hat or whatever. And he was like, you know, if a real man was there, you wouldn't have said that shit. You would have got your motherfucking mouth blasted. Something like that. And he's right. You need that old man energy to come out and say, you need to shut the fuck up. Talking about our women like that. Especially, because see, my thing is, that's a little bit more real to me than getting on. You sound like the little Bow Wow thing. Well, I'm mixed. I don't really get into that black stuff. Yeah, I saw Selma, but it doesn't really bother me. I don't feel akin to it because I'm mixed. This dumbass nigga showed a picture of an estranged daddy in jail, black as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how light skinned, black as a motherfucker. And you know, usually when people say black is motherfucker, they use a microchip thing. But I'm just using this as the vernacular just so that you can get the emphasis of what I'm talking about. Usually when people say black is a motherfucker, that shows somewhere inside their knowledge that black is something negative. Mean like, nigga, you ain't the good white. You just like me, dumb black. So I hate when people say that, but y'all know what I mean. That it gives that little that stigma to it a little bit. You look silly. We got some deep stuff going on, but you look stupid talking about Black Lives Matter and you not shutting down the industries that's making you look stupid in the movies and make you look stupid in the this music. I don't give a fuck, like I told you in the last video. I don't give a fuck that I grew up on that music. So fucking what? If I hear them, oh yeah, that used to be the cut. But I'm okay with throwing the shit away. We don't need it. Yeah, Tupac, once again, Tupac was a revolutionary sometimes. Most of the time, no. Keep the shit real. Anybody saying I fucked your bitch, get money, and you going hard on everybody that looks like you, and you made a couple of, yeah, Bill Clinton, Mr. Bob Dole, you too old to understand this how the game go. But you ain't talking about shooting them, because you know they'll come pick your punk ass up. That's real power. Talk about any president, past, present, vice president, don't matter. They gonna pick your punk ass up and your whole world is over with. So it's easy to talk about smacking Biggie around, smacking up. Ain't one of you got sickle cell that hit 'em up song was hard in the nigga realm. I'm just keeping it real. In the nigga realm, yeah, this stuff is hard. Hip hop, rap, that's certain artists, but when you really break it down as an adult, when your ass grows and gets some big nuts, you put on big girl draws, big boy draws, and you be honest about the shit ain't shit. It's stupid shit. It's all stinky leg to me with a good ass beat. Trick with a good rap. What's going on, you bitch? That's the type of shit I'm supposed to be, as a grown-ass 43-year-old man, say, oh yeah, that was tight. What's wrong with the music these days? What the fuck was wrong with the music we was listening to? It's all dumb shit. Even in the 60s. Even my parents' music. Because here's the thing, what people don't get. The people who run that music run hip-hop music too. They still alive, and they children run it now. Oh, I'm at the bank. Let me go in this bank right quick and handle some stuff, and I'll continue this when I get back.